Utility is the parts of a product or service that makes us want to buy it.
This is what our textbook says. Economic utility is the amount of satisfaction a consumer receives from the consumption of a particular product or service.
One second.
Mr. K, what made you buy that Arizona this morning?
Let's examine that.
Form utility. You guys can read most of the definition on your own, but look, some products and services are in a more usable form than others.
Do you remember the time you got the lemonade mix but didn't get the cups?
I remember that.
You were scooping it up with your hands and the bees were following you everywhere.
Yeah,
Paying for a can is more expensive, but it saves you from the bees.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that lemonade mix, look at that, makes up to 28 quarts. Is a lot less expensive, but what you don't have is it in a form to drink.
Cheers.
I mean, I guess you could put it in reused water bottles, but
The bees would like that too much. Not worth it.
Time utility. Even though a product is in the form a customer wants, it may not be available when the customer wants it.
Arizona is everywhere. It's so popular, they named a state after it.
disclaimer, Mr. K knows that is not true.
Time utility results from making the product or service available when the customer wants it.
I mean, it's perhaps a bad example with Arizona because it's everywhere, and, time utility doesn't apply because it's everywhere.
Examples include a bank that stays open in the evening and a dental office that accepts appointments on weekends.
I suppose that Arizona does have time utility because it is omnipresent, but perhaps a better example of something with time utility are those Halloween stores that open up seasonally right around Halloween where everybody gets their costumes.
Time utility is having a product available at a certain time of year or convenient time of day. Take this Halloween section, for instance. Having pumpkins and costumes for sale is effective at this time.
Time utility has to do with the when, but place utility has to do with the where.
Sticking with the Arizona theme, you know those refrigerators that are right by the checkout counter? Yeah, right by the cashier. You know you pay more money for those. Like the Arizonas in those refrigerators are going to be more expensive than the soft drink aisle. With place utility, you pay for convenience. You're paying more so that you don't have to walk back to the soft drink aisle. And also, it's cold. It's refrigerated there. The soft drink aisle is not. So they charge a premium. That's place utility.
And the last economic utility you need to know is possession utility.
If possession utility has anything to do with acquiring an Arizona iced tea, you're in trouble because it has to do with making payment easier for the customer. And these, famously, post-inflation, are $1.
Possession utility results from the affordability of the product or service.
You guys are about to get your first car if you don't have it already. And almost nobody pays full cash upfront for cars these days.
Options like leasing or financing a car are there to make having a car more accessible. That's possession utility.
And I'll close this by saying, having an Arizona in a car, oh, that's style. Cheers.